The first episode of Season 2 of Superman and Lois airs on the CW. We have preview pages from Batman Superman World's Finest #1. And the Metropolis Chamber of Commerce announces the dates for the 2022 Superman celebration. Welcome to the Speeding Bulletin, your Superman highlights video bringing you up to speed on everything that took place in the world of Superman from January 5th to January 11th, 2022. Hi, I'm Steve Younis. Before we check out these news stories and more, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and click on the bell so you'll receive a notification whenever we post a new video. In movie news, Brandon Routh will be a special guest at the Planet Comic-Con Kansas City convention in April. Routh will be appearing on all 3 days across April 22nd to 24th, and fans can purchase a photo opportunity with Brandon for $60. Planet Comic-Con Kansas City will take place at the Kansas City Convention Center. Visit planetcomiccon.com for further details and to purchase your tickets. In TV news, the premiere episode of Season 2 of Superman and Lois aired in the US on the CW last night. Titled What Lies Beneath, here was the promo trailer.
Things haven't been okay for months, and I've been blaming you.
Always something to worry about, isn't there?
Please just talk to me about what's bothering you. Is it the Natalie thing?
No!
Dad, how long is she gonna be like this?
I don't know, man. Let's go.
Want to make sure we don't attract any unwanted attention.
You mean the kind you get from flying around the world with Superman?
You're more of a liability than a hero. I asked you to be part of my team.
What you asked for was my allegiance to America.
But you refused to me.
Because I gave it to the world a long time ago.
Let me go with you, just to watch your back.
Clark?
Get back!
You left our son home alone to have...
No.
This is a national security situation.
No, it is a family situation.
Superman and Lois, new episodes January 11th, free next day only on the CW app.
Look for Michael Bailey's review of this episode to be posted on our website in the next few days. The CW released more cast video interviews for Season 2 of Superman and Lois. Here's Jordan Elsis talking about Jonathan's story.
What are you doing? Trying out for the team. That is a terrible idea on so many levels.
Favorite episode and favorite scene, I would say big fan of the football scenes we did in episode 3.
What about your powers? I'll go easy. Do you even know how to do that?
Alex and his double were doing these football hits. And these guys were getting yanked on a wire, like in the mud and rain. It was great. It was a really good time, really fun day. For Season 2, well, it has already been revealed that football is back.
Hey, QB number 2, let's go!
You broke your arm twice last year.
Okay, yeah, but it healed.
You know, we're gonna see some of the effects of the isolation that he felt in Season 1 and sort of what that's doing to him and what he's gonna do to get back in the game and what he's willing to do to fit in.
Here's another video in which Alexander Garfin talks about Jordan's issues.
This was my shot, Dad. This was my chance to show the D-bags at Metropolis who I am.
My favorite scene then would probably be in episode 6.
I get it, okay? I know what it's like to be picked on.
Yeah, but you get to grow up and you get to be Superman. Who am I?
It's just a point in which Jordan is very honest with his father.
I wanted to be good at something. That was all.
That's not what your powers are for, Jordan.
Yeah, I'm not you, okay?
I put this ground floor to the character and also this ground floor to the understanding between those two characters that I really enjoyed.
His powers have been growing.
Something that people will be looking forward to going into Season 2 is seeing how he starts to further explore his powers. And also how he further explores his relationship with Sarah.
There's something I have to tell you.
While Indy Navarrete talks about where things are at for Sarah Cushing.
And some days I can't find keys to any locks.
My favorite moment from Season 1 is me singing, because I've never done that in front of people, and so it was the first time that I ever got to do that.
Hey, let your little light shine. Let your little light shine for the world to see.
Sarah in Season 2 will be thrown into a whirlwind of emotions.
I just wanted to do something nice for you coming back.
She's figuring out what romance is. She's in her first relationship. She's kind of figuring out what it feels like. It was just...
It's too much?
Yeah. Just how to go about really intense feelings. They're a lot. They're overwhelming, so she's kind of figuring out how to navigate it all.
I mean, let's be real, kid is batting way out of his league.
Dad.
The CW also released the official description for the third episode of Season 2 of Superman and Lois, titled The Things in the Mines. In this episode, Lois reaches out to retired General Lane as Clark's visions become worse during heated arguments with both Jonathan and Jordan. Meanwhile, Lana shares her frustrations with Kyle. Lastly, Natalie learns that her father didn't follow through on a promise he made to her. This episode is scheduled to air on the CW in the US on Tuesday, January 25th at 8 p.m. Inspired by the DC Comics character created by Brian Michael Bendis, Naomi is the latest DC Comics character to join the CW's slate of superhero shows, following the teenage comic book fangirl Naomi McDuffie, who discovers her own super abilities. While Naomi stands alone in its own universe at this point in time, Casey Walfall, who plays Naomi, revealed on Good Day Sacramento that Superman is involved.
I think that Naomi exists in her own universe.
Oh, okay.
So Tyler Hoechlin, who plays Superman and Lois, was not on the set, but I'm excited for fans to see that take on Superman, especially in the first episode.
Oh, okay, okay.
The premiere of Naomi aired on the CW straight after Superman and Lois. The Cartoon Network UK YouTube channel has uploaded a video from the DC Superhero Girls animated shorts, in which we wonder if the girls will ever stop fighting and begin to get along.
It beats 4 a.m. on a Tuesday.
You can just use your ring to make any kind of vehicle you want.
And you can fly.
You're both right, which is why it should be my turn.
You don't even have a license.
It should still be my turn.
We are trading.
It's my turn, thank you very much.
Give me the keys.
Fine. Fight over the keys. They won't do you any good without the car.
While the DC Kids YouTube channel also uploaded a video from the DC Superhero Girls animated shorts, in which we trace back through Supergirl's origin story.
Cover me!
Council member Allura Zor-El, come to grovel before your new emperor. Seize her now.
End your insurrection now, General!
Tell Jor-El and his men to stand down.
There was no bomb, Zod. All of Krypton is collapsing on itself.
You can watch both videos in full at our website now. In comic book news, Polygon.com published 5 pages from the first issue of the much anticipated Superman and Batman comic book series by Mark Waid and Dan Mora, titled Batman Superman World's Finest. In the preview, we see the trio of Superman, Batman and Robin up against Poison Ivy. Issue number 1 of Batman Superman World's Finest will be released on March 15th. Heritage Auctions is set to auction off a rare but interestingly blemished copy of Action Comics number 1, which is expected to sell for over $2 million. It's aptly named the Rocket copy because the front cover bears the stamped imprint of a rocket ship that was applied by the 13-year-old who bought the copy of Action Comics number 1 off the stands in 1938. It's the first original owner copy of the issue Heritage Auctions has ever offered since the Billy Wright copy in 2012, and it's the highest graded copy ever presented. Scheduled to conclude on Wednesday, January 12th, interested bidders should head to comics.ha.com. Superman comics more in your price line, which are available this week from January 11th, include Justice League vs. the Legion of Superheroes number 1, which is available in a variant cover, and Titans United number 5, which is also available in a variant cover. And our reviewer James Lance has already submitted his review of Justice League vs. the Legion of Superheroes number 1, saying perhaps the versus in the title is false advertising, as neither team is fighting each other, nor do they seem to want to. But he still gave this issue a 4 out of 5 rating. And you can read the full review at our website right now. Bend and pose these Superman figures to your heart's content. Get the Bendy Figs DC Comics Superman for $14.49. And how about this action bendable Superman figure, yours for $17.77. These and other bendable Superman figures are available through the Superman homepage online shopping page at supermanhomepage.com/shop. Before we get into the rest of this week's news, if you're finding this video interesting or entertaining in any way, then please leave a thumbs up and a comment below, and don't forget to share this video with your family and friends. Also, if you'd like to support the Superman homepage, then you can become an official member of our YouTube channel with different levels of perks. All you have to do is click the join button below. Or you can become a sponsor through patreon.com/Superman homepage. So on the rest of this week's news, the Metropolis Chamber of Commerce has announced that the 2022 Superman celebration will take place on the weekend of June 10th to June 12th, across only 3 days this year instead of the usual 4. No further details or special guest announcements have been made at this point in time, but we'll keep you appraised of those details as they come to hand. Visit supermancelebration.net for further details about the Superman celebration in Metropolis, Illinois. Entertainment Earth are now taking pre-orders for the DC The Dark Knight Returns Superman vs. Batman 7-inch scale action figure 2-pack. From the pages of the classic comic book series The Dark Knight Returns, the Superman vs. Batman 2-pack pits the two former allies in a standoff. Both 7-inch scale action figures come packaged in a window display box. Each action figure is designed with ultra articulation with up to 22 points of articulation for full range of posing and display. The 2-pack comes with a specialised rubble display base along with 2 display bases to recreate an epic fight scene. Expected to arrive in March and priced at $39.99 US, you can pre-order your DC The Dark Knight Returns Superman vs. Batman 7-inch scale action figure 2-pack through our website right now. And that's all the news there was for the week January 5th to January 11th. I'm Steve Younis. I'll see you next week.